Say, how you doing today? How are you doing today? I am your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, the best film writer and director in St. Louis Facts, award-winning published author, actor, journalist, actor, business owner, nominated Hollywood artist, number one bestseller artist. Y'all already know Lacey G. Soldier Turner. And today, man, I got a very special guest with me, man. You know, he's like one of the dopest artists that I've heard in a long time. I mean, a long time. He got the bars, the passion, storytelling, man, transcending boundaries, man. He's an actor, commercial, runway model, lyricist, man. He's a performer, and he just be doing a whole lot of things, man. Look, we got the amazing, wonderful, talented 25 to life, man. Welcome to the platform.
Hey, Lacey, bro, that's got to be the dopest intro or welcoming I've ever had. So I appreciate that, bro. You got a dope voice and a dope way you deliver yourself, man.
Hey,
I
man,
sure
I
appreciate
appreciate
that.
it.
But look,
Appreciate
shit, 25 Life, come spend some time with me. 25 spoken rap, boss passion, storytelling. Look up, cause that's where it's going. Pimp shit, fly shit, my shit, hot shit. St. Louis best kept secret. Don't tell nobody. It's
Y'all heard
up.
what he said, bro. Y'all heard what he said. So look,
You
man,
feel
we,
me?
we got we got a lot of stuff to talk about. But before we get into that, I want the people to get to know you. So let the people know where were you born and raised, and how was your upbringing as a child?
I was born right here in St. Louis, Missouri, North Side St. Louis, Missouri, and I would say the most significant part of Missouri. Um, and you say what was my life like as a child? My life like as a child, I don't know what typical would be, but I got three siblings, one brother, two sisters, all of us 4 years apart. So I grew up I would say alone a lot because I went to school always alone. So since first grade, I've been literally making friends. But you know what I'm saying, my brother 8 years older than me, so I would say it was kind of like solitary in a way, but I was outside. So father really wasn't around. Never really did too much with me. So the streets, my mom taught me and the streets raised me. My mom taught me and trained me, but the streets raised me. My mom taught me in the house and had me prepared for everything. You hear me? But outside is when I had to use all that wisdom and everything she gave me. So, but at the same time, I was blessed and I lived better than probably 85% of the world because I still had 3 meals a day, a roof over my head, and new shoes at the beginning of the year. So that's better than 85% of the world.
Gotcha. So I always like to ask people, my people this question. For anybody who's never been to St. Louis, can you tell them about it? Because they hear about the murders, they be scared to come here. They be like, "Oh man, it's the most dangerous city." Can you tell the tourists about St. Louis?
Well, look, they are right about that. That's true. Also, St. Louis is the hood. I lived in Texas. I lived in Phoenix. I lived here, and I've been to a few places in my life. And St. Louis is the trap. Um, St. Louis is the trap. It's hard for us to make it out of the trap. We're in the middle of the map. We the furthest away from everything, from
Yeah,
like everybody in the United States. We the furthest away from everything, away out of here. You know what I'm saying? We get to the last. They come from the borders. We get, you know what I'm saying? We in the middle. So we get the last of the pickings of everything. And it's hard for us to make it out the hood. We literally in the block, on the block, in different states like Chicago. They they compare us a lot. Thing is, Chicago is huge.
yeah,
We're in St. Louis to where if you beefing with somebody, you go see them tomorrow. You know what I'm
fact.
saying? So imagine sitting with that your whole day and your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that I just did this and or this just happened and tomorrow I can see them. 10 and 5s come from Missouri, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Also, it's beautiful size. I don't just want to say it's just bad. It's just rough. I ain't saying it's just bad. It's just rough. So we more immediate to certain things. We in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? That's why people can't come on your block and start selling what you selling. Because
Exactly.
this how I raise my kids, and it's only so many of us. We ain't big like St. Louis ain't big like Chicago to where if you can go somewhere else and and you won't have no problems. Like say
Exactly.
for instance, I make a problem in my neighborhood. I can go 20 miles away if I lived in Chicago, but in St. Louis, you can't go 20 miles away.
Yeah, you
20
right
miles,
next to
then you
each
in motherfucker another state, goddamn, you hear me?
other.
Another city, you hear me? So St. Louis, we the trap. It's the hood. We in Straight up,
Okay.
we got a lot of talent, and we can do it.
Yeah. Speaking of talent, what got you into creating music, and what age did you start making music?
I say I started making music when I was like 20. That's the first time I really start writing. Um, that wasn't the time I started to take it. That ain't when I became 25. That ain't when started this. But I started writing when I was 20. You hear me? When I was younger, I played basketball. So I was really, really, and I'm still good. I was really, really good. One of the toughest in St. Louis. One of the toughest on the north side, probably the toughest at the time. So rapping and stuff like that, I'm a literal person. I deal with what's real, cuz I don't deal with far-fetched dreams and I don't bullshit. So being a rapper was a far-fetched dream. Being a rapper was like far-fetched, so I would never like, oh, I'm gonna be a rapper. It's my boy Los. What it do, bro?
What up? What up?
We'll
What
stop
up?
running here. So look, it was a far-fetched dream. So it was, but I knew I could do it. So I only would rap around certain folk. When I became serious, I lived in Phoenix. And this was like 8 years ago. I lived in Phoenix, so I would say rap chose me. You hear me? Because I didn't choose rap. I thought it was too far fetched. It chose me.
Mm. You see, we got you some comments on her. You see, you got the comments from your
Would it be
people.
25? Man, that's my cousin. That's my biggest fan right there. One of my biggest fans for sure. He yeah, my dog. He traveled. He was actually there with you at the private listening party.
Yeah.
He drove from Dallas
Okay.
to come be at my listening party.
Hey, that's dope. That's dope. So one thing I want to ask you, like, you have a different style from most. You know, you got like this spoken rap, rock star,
Yeah.
powerful storytelling, passion and bars. How did you shape your sound?
How did I shape my sound? Well, my sound is shaping. So it's not shaped all the way. It's not done. It's still got a lot of enhancing to be done to it. How I shape it, I would say practice, and it's not practice to me. It's work, continuing doing what I've been doing, and that's how it's continuing to shape. And it's like molding into this person. You hear me? That I know to be. It's just the person that I know I have to get to. So I got it in the front of my head, and I'm all the way back there. It may take years to get to that person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still getting to him, and it's levels. When I get to him there, then I got to go to a new level. When I start all the way back here, and I'm molding myself. So I'm always shaping. But life, whatever the most highs, whoever watch over myself, the entity of me, that's molding me. So my path is molding me.
Got you. So, what are three of your top favorite artists who have influenced you?
Three of my favorite top artists that influenced me. First off, I'm gonna say Nelly.
Mm,
Nelly would have to be number one, and I would say number one because he was the hottest in the city when I was growing up. Down, baby. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Hot in her, all that. Nelly was the hottest shit in America at the time. Is he my favorite rapper or anything? Do I listen to Nelly a lot? No, but I have to give credit to that because I'd be ignorant to not. Because association bring about simulation. No matter if you want to give it credit or not, if you around it, you start simulating it. You hear me? Ain't nothing called self-made. You go get it from others. All right, Nelly, I would say first. Then my favorite, Erica Badu,
Mm, I can see that.
and that's my favorite.
I can
So
see it.
Nelly, I'm gonna put number three because he was influential. It had to be. I have to be. So Erica Badu is my favorite. That's a female. That's a woman.
Okay.
I want you to try to guess my second. It's a man.
Andre 3000.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
I got them ears.
That's it. You can see that, boy.
When I listen
You
to
hear me?
your music, I was
I
like,
felt that you would do that, and whoever on here, we did not rehearse this. I
no,
just
we did
felt
not
that you
rehearse.
would do that. You heard me? I felt that you would do that. But Erica Badu is my favorite. Andre 3000 is my second
Yeah.
favorite. Erica is my first because that's who I listened to. I heard growing up when I was a kid. My mom used to have that going on. You know what I'm saying? With incense burning, she cleaned up. I'm a kid running in and out, and that's who I heard. Erica Badu, Mary J as well, but Erica Badu. And Andre just happened to become. I just love him. You know what I'm saying? I love who I know that person to be. Love that character. So he was always my favorite artist if I had to pick one. And he out. Lil Wayne too. But Andre, he make me want to just. I got a goal in my head, something in my body that say every feature I get on, I'm gonna kill. Like every feature I wanna kill. Like every feature I touch, I'm a wreck. I'm a bless it. You know what I mean? Like Andre 3000.
And I can see that uniqueness in you. That's what made me say that. I was like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
we got another comment.
I love that you. That's somebody's like. That's one of my favorite compliments to say you remind me of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like I don't like to say I'm a fan of folks. You hear me?
Yeah.
But I'm a fan of that man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Jarrell. You see Jarrell should say, yeah,
That's my dog. He was at the
yeah, he
private
said,
listening
what's the
party.
word, fam? And then
Dude, yeah. Hey, separation season, bro.
everybody
Separation is go get a little
everybody
uncomfortable in here.
your cousin said everybody compare you to 3000. Hey, look,
Yeah.
once I heard the
Cause
music, I was like, hey, you unique, you different, just like when you just reminded me of your unique and your creativity.
that right there means a lot to me. Like that to be compared to Andre. Who gets compared to Andre?
Hey, facts. Hey, real talk, bro.
Make
So
me
look,
want to sit down
let me
and
talk
cross my
about this.
legs. You
So
hear
let me
me?
talk
Come on.
about this. So let's talk about this project. You know what I'm saying? You having a big album that you about to drop. Troy, can you tell me the meaning behind the name?
The meaning behind the name. Okay, the meaning behind the name Troy. All right, first off, 25 Life, come spend some time with me. Troy, Ed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I used to call myself. That's my name, Troy Edmond. So this album, at first, I always wanted to do an album release, a mixtape release. Always wanted to do one because all my music is hot. You hear me? If you listen to it, all of it is hot. I gotta go through to get to. So when I go through stuff, I'm gonna tell you about it. All my music is hot. And I always wanted a mixtape release party. So as I was creating this and getting all the songs in my catalog that's unreleased, as I'm making this and I'm visioning it, I said, this is not a mixtape. This is an album. This is an album. It ain't no mixtape. It's all my beats, all my words, all from inspiration from me and what I've been through. And why not name it after me? You know what I'm saying? So TROY is an acronym. And I know you want to know what that stands for. 25 rolling over you niggas. Troy.
Bars up in this piece.
You heard me?
You know what I'm saying? So look, can you we're gonna talk about your private listener 42 that I love that. But can you run down some of your songs on Troy and what was the inspiration behind those songs?
Okay, so I 7 songs on the tape, 3 skits on the tape. Troy is a therapy session, and it's basically who I am, stripped all the way down, like to the bare of me, and you getting everything of me, you all of me, a full circle of me. So it's a therapy session, and it starts off me in the therapist's office. The first track will be different, and it's different. It's playing in the background right now. It's not different. It's actually how break it down when they say you try to break it down when Siri try to break in the definition. Dictionary break a word down. Different, and that is me just going in, which is my favorite track on how I'm so different. You know what I mean? You hear me?
I love it.
What he say? I don't know what he said, but I don't know what he said. But yeah, different was the first one, and then the second one will be Put It Up, featuring SD Savage, one of my best friends. I met her like a year ago, and she's just a dope individual. More than dope, I would say.
Love that song
Dope
too.
is a least. Dope is really a discredit to her character. And I deal with people first. It don't matter how talented they are. It's their character first. If their character come first, the other stuff we can work on. Her character is supreme. And this one right here is Put It Up. Basically, everybody that said I wasn't good enough, they can put it up. You heard me?
Hey,
They
man,
can
I
put
was
it up.
loving it. I love
They
it.
can put it up. You heard me? Third track. See, my mama taught me better than this. You hear me? She told me what a nice woman is, or what a nice woman should, the example of it. And I still choose to love these city girls. You heard me? I like them classy, but I love me a city girl. Track number 3. Okay. Track number 4. Man, listen, man. I don't know what it is. It must be the old soul in me, but I love me some brown liquor.
Your
You hear
people
me?
say
Ride
your
around
people
town
say
sipping on
SD.
some brown. You hear me?
Your people say SD dope as hell.
SD, yeah, got comments. SD, what he say? Oh, got comments. I can't read that fast.
Hold on, let me bring it up for you. Let me bring it up. So, Jarrell said, not only you dropping great music, but it's different vibes to it. Every song serves its own purpose, has its own sound, but the most important thing is that you can actually hear and understand it. That
That
is
is the most important thing. Listen, that is the number one thing. I want people. That's my engineer Timothy. Who is Timothy? He he when I'm in the studio, when I was finalizing my tape, the number one thing for me is to be able to hear every word that I'm saying.
yes,
Every word that I'm saying. And I can say I almost, it's probably, I know it's like 2 or 3 words out of the whole tape that it was my fault that you can't really get it. But it's only 2 or 3 words, and I don't know if you go be able to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got so many messages, so many messages in it. You hear me? It's so amazing. But hearing and understanding what I'm saying, then it can be personal to you. You know what I mean?
real talk. And a lot of artists need to hear that. Artists, if you're listening, you need to hear that when you go to the studio. Make sure the people can hear your music. Make sure you got a great engineer who mixes it down perfectly, though,
Yes.
because you want people to hear your
You
words.
want it to hurt. Like, I
What?
love another compliment that I received in my past. Like, this dude was listening to my stuff. He was like, man, he's like, bro, it feel like I'm rapping. He felt like he was rapping what I was like. He felt like that was him rapping. Meaning, like, he felt that shit. He felt like he was saying that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's how you
So
want
for him to
because
say like he feel me, I mean he feel me. You know what I'm saying? So to be understood and overstood and being connected like that, that we good now. You hear me?
facts. Timothy said, "Yes, sir."
That's my boy right there. I don't fuck with nobody. Listen, I don't listen. This what I don't recommend. Don't just have one person you work with. You know what I'm saying? You never know what happened to that person or what that person might do, how y'all might fall out. That person might supersede that person. You never know what happens. But I only got one motherfucker I fuck with, and that's Timothy. You hear me? Who is Tim? You hear me? That's the only person in St. Louis I fuck with. That's it. I ain't even looking for no other engineer, cuz woo! You hear me?
He did great too, from what I heard. So go ahead and finish running down the rest of them songs.
Brown liquor. You hear me? That's what we doing now. Those 3 tracks that I put that were first, that was turned up. So I got the therapist like, who the fuck is this dude? You hear me? Like, what is going on? We here to talk. You hear me? Calm down, sir. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm calm. She got me a drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ride around town sipping on some brown liquor. Uh, just me and my nigga or my lady. So that's a vibe right there. That's a fan favorite. When you hear that for the first time, that just automatically be a lot of people's favorite. The next track will be Praise. Praise. That's when I get to everything I do. As long as God give me breath, I'm going to praise the Lord. And this is me praising the Lord. You know, you can't tell me I'm not. I don't care what you should subscribe in. I don't know what you call your God, but I'm praising the Lord. You hear me? I'm black and ugly and don't know much. So all I can give you is me, and this is me when I praise the Lord. Everything I do go have some God in it. You hear me? In a positive manner. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that praise is you gonna switch the track to praise? Oh, okay. Um, yeah, we gonna do that.
And
We gonna
Timothy
praise
talking,
God.
Timothy talking about who is Timothy.
Oh, it's Timothy. My dude. My man.
And we got another. Timothy said, beat production and engineering. Troy been a long time coming. Brown Liquor is some Andre 3000 vibe,
Hey,
bass
Timothy made
line,
that beat.
stepping.
Timothy made that beat.
Mm,
Timothy made the beat. I'm sorry. Timothy made Brown Liquor. Timothy made City Girls.
mm,
Timothy made City Girls. I don't fuck with you, niggas. You hear me?
facts.
All right. Hey, but don't take. I do fuck with people, but I'm trying to turn that shit down. I'm sorry, man. But niggas know if the shoe fit, that's it. Yeah,
Right.
if the flip
Yeah.
flop fit, what my boys say, scenario. You know, I love everybody. But this too, if the flip flop fit, motherfuckers, you hear me? But look, yeah, Timothy May, City Girls and Brown Liquor, that's my dog. That is my dog. I appreciate that dude. Tap. I mean, we got no, we got praise. We did praise. I'm giving God some, you know, you heard God in the background. Then the next one after that will be See the World featuring. It'll be See the World featuring SD Savage again and the Soul of St. Louis. The Soul of St. Louis, I like to call him Soul with an E. But the Soul of St. Louis, Rob Soul.
I like that.
My dog. SD Savage and Rob Soul, my only two features on the track. You hear me? And the only two features. I have a few other features out here, but for now, on right now, in this time, them the only two features that I'm even dealing with. Because those two folks have been here in the kitchen, in the lab, in headquarters when things wasn't as popping. You hear me? When we were just throwing out ideas and planting seeds, organically claiming 25 in the game, organically seeing my vision and giving flowers and receiving the love and dealing with me how I am. I'm not easy to deal with, but I may be easy for some. We just gotta learn how to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Them are my folk. You hear me? You hear me? And I'm not the type to. I don't know if I'm talking too much, but
No,
I'm not the type to be here talk about people how much support I don't have, or come here and talk about people that want features and woo woo. What one thing I will say though is now people are hitting me up for features.
no.
Hella people are hitting me up for features. I can't count on one hand. Hella people and a lot of folks I've reached out to before. You hear me?
So now they
Some
want
folks
to jump
I
on the
have features with
bandwagon.
already. I got features with motherfuckers and the song never came out. Where did it go? You hear me? You hear me? Came and put that shit on that motherfucker. You hear me?
Yeah.
God came down and touched your feature.
What the people say? He said, "I'm writing something right now for the
Man,
next."
this nigga, that's BZ. He tells he writes up.
So look, let me say this. So I went to your private listening party, and I just felt the music was dope. You know me, like as a lyricist myself, I pay attention to the words. So I love beats, but I really pay attention to the words and what you're saying. And I was like thoroughly impressed. It was just amazing. Like your delivery, your topics, your creativity, subject matter, all of that type of stuff. So how did you feel about having your private listening party? Like, how did you feel about the energy and the atmosphere?
I feel it was a great success. It was a great success. Um, I really didn't feel much different from being in the living room by myself when I'm having my moments, though. I can tell you that. It
Mm.
was. I appreciate it. We not done. We not done. I already knew this was going to happen. I just didn't know how or what when. I knew this was necessary. I knew it. It was just time now. So it really was just again me in my living room. That was a living room setting. No DJ. My speakers. The thing was, I was impressed on how it was a circle. Everybody from you know how birds fly, and
Yes.
you know how birds fly.
Mm.
Naturally, they just be flying like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They know. I was in the middle of that circle and it was a circle and I was just
Mm.
doing y'all was just like the
Yeah.
walls on the y'all
Yeah.
was like the walls, you know what I mean? And that was captivation. Everybody we was in a circle, not one back was to me. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
that
Real
was
talk.
that was I may be able to you know how when somebody God forbid someone passed in your life and you don't
Mm.
it don't hit you till later.
Yeah.
I may not be able to feel and like be happy like and I don't know, embrace all that. I may not feel it until later, but I already know that was supposed to happen. I seen it. I've been waiting on y'all. You hear
Mm.
me? I've
Mm.
been doing this for a long time. This music ain't come yesterday or last month, last year. This music is about 8 years of
Mm.
three. The oldest song is 3 years. You hear me? But that Brown Liquor is the oldest song, but that song didn't come. That song came from experience. You hear me? It came from something. I've been waiting on y'all. So
Mm.
I wasn't surprised.
Mm.
You hear me? It was just like another day in my living room, literally. So we got more to do, y'all. Come on.
Yeah.
Album release party September 30th on a
Yeah.
Saturday, 7
Ke-
to
Look,
11. You
Keela
heard me?
Whitney, Keela
Huh.
Whitney, she gave us some exclamation, a lot
Say,
of
that's
exclamation.
my girl. That's my right hand. You heard me? You're on me. You heard me? Shout out, she hosting the event. That's my booking agent. We'll be talking about that later. We got a lot of work to do though before we
Facts,
put titles out here. You hear me? You gotta
facts,
believe first. You hear me? You have to believe first, and you can't buy belief. You hear
facts,
me? You
facts.
have to believe first.
Mm-hmm. Y'all see
I
that, man?
can't make
Listen,
you
man,
believe.
25 to life is dropping jewels on y'all. Really
I
dropping it.
can't put my glasses on you and make you see. I can go get every glasses I own in my. I got some thick ones too. You hear me? Push my eyes -5 and 7 and up. You hear me? I'm not. My
I'm right
shit
along
thick.
with you. I'm right along
You know
with
what I'm saying? I know. I see you, bro. We got. I'm see you, bro. It's all good though. But we can see
you.
those, bro.
Facts,
We can
facts,
see those.
facts. So look, like you said, man, it's going down, man. You have your big album release party, September the 30th, man. Let the people know where it's gonna be at. How can they get tickets? What's gonna be going down there, man? Let them know
Hey,
everything about this big party.
first off, you can get tickets at my Cash App 25ToLife. It's you gotta type it in. It's number 25ToLife. My name Troy Edmond. That will pop up. But before you all do that, just find my social media handles, and we got that going on. My social media handles just constantly nonstop, so you'll be able to find that out. All right, it's on downtown St. Louis, 7 to 11 p.m. 1000 Washington, 63101 on a rooftop. It's some lost. You hear me? 1000 Washington. Everybody don't know what 1,000 is. It's 1000 Washington. 63101. $25 tickets. Get them in advance. 40 at the door. It's going up. It's 40 at the door. Because that's where the belief comes in. You hear me? $25 now. Do you believe? You hear me? Do you
Mm-hmm.
believe? $25 now. You can't buy belief. And this is gonna be this is right here starting the now we planting the seed of this is about to be the lowest you can see 25 at for $25. So let's start here and let's see who believe it's up. You know what I'm saying? 1000 Washington, Saturday, September 30th, 7 to 11 p.m. DJ Big Boy, hosted by Kiwi Soul. DP the musician will be there doing his thing. Kelvin Ward behind the camera. You hear me? Be ready for an interview to tell how you feel about the experience. It's the hottest shit that happened to St. Louis.
And
Period.
I heard y'all got some food too up in this mug. So
Yes,
look,
OB.
y'all
My
gonna eat
bird,
too. 25.
caterer. So
Y'all
yeah, my
look,
bird. What's the
look,
what's the line? What's the
Loso way.
Loso way?
Loso way the brand.
Loso way the brand. What we selling?
Premium cannabis.
Premium cannabis.
okay,
You
look
hear
at
me?
that. Look, man.
Loso way the brand. Premium cannabis. That's who I got there. We doing business. You hear me? We building relationships, and that's who want to build relationships and work.
So look, man.
Brand
Y'all
ambassador,
get the
model,
smoke.
rapper, actor. You hear me? Put your shit on and make your shit hot. You hear me?
So
That's
look,
it.
man, for $25, man, y'all get to hear some great music.
Yes.
Y'all get to eat. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
get the smoke. Come on, man. You cannot get that nowhere else, bro. $25 up in this piece. Keela said, what she say, 9:30 rooftop album release party, 7 to 11 p.m., $25 tickets, y'all.
Yes. Yes.
Listen, man, y'all spend $25 on bull crap every day, man.
Right. That's
Backdrop,
true.
all that type of stuff.
We
So listen,
smoking.
$25 is nothing to listen to greatness.
On me. Real
You
talk. Nigga
already
smoke
know.
100 in an hour, 30 bit
Look, you
all
know
the
he
time.
going up. He gonna be hitting y'all with them Beyonce prices performing at
Straight up.
stadium.
Beyonce
Performing at
impact. I'm the
stadium.
only nigga in the city pulling up with 50 people at the door dressed like they about to go to whoa or to a funeral, whatever the occasion is. We go do it. We get together. That's a big impact on folks. 50 people at the door dressed accordingly. Man, what?
Oh man, your people said that's fire, man. He said that's fire up in this piece.
You hear me? That's $1,000. You hear me? That's man, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
Call it
man.
off work, man. Call off work. That's right.
You hear me? Hey, and we telling y'all in advance, get them tickets now.
Hey, yeah,
Get them
man.
tickets
Don't
now.
listen, man. Listen, y'all. Anybody who know me, especially my people, my fan base, y'all know that I have to really believe in something to support it, bro. When I went to this listening party, it blew my mind. So I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this. just even learning about this artist, it made me want to write an article about him and everything. Just support this brother, man, because he's doing great things. We already got enough of the trash music out there. So listen, you do not want to miss this album release party. I'm telling you, go there. Get those tickets, bro. You would not be
Yeah.
disappointed. You're gonna thank me. I promise you.
Yeah, that's true. It's more than a vibe. We go find the right word for it, but it's more than it's an experience. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And I want to shout out to what's her Keela Kiwi Soul Keela Whitney.
20.
I want to shout her out because we locked in and created business together, and I've been waiting on her. She came in a perfect form, doing the exact thing that I need her to do, being a great middleman in this occasion right now. So she reached out to you. She was such a blessing. Reached out to you, and I got my hands on you. I've been waiting on you, Lacey. You hear me? So I appreciate having her because she's the pretty face that I have to come knock on your door and say and introduce this product that we selling. You know what I mean? Because I'm black, ugly, and slow. So if I get on your shit, you might shut the door in my face fast. So I got a pretty face that's go knock on your door, and who ain't finna open up to this butterfly? You hear me? So
Salute tequila, salute
yeah, salute her. You come on, we love you. It's up. You hear
Keela,
me?
me and Keela, we gonna work on some too. We gotta work on some of our movie stuff.
Yeah,
Flockers. All right. But look though, let me ask you this. So
vodka.
yeah, I got my horror film Flockers on Amazon Prime, but we gonna do something for
You play a
Halloween.
good role in a scary movie.
We gonna do. Hey, I got you. So let me ask you this. So on your quest and your journey in life with this music and everything, what would you say has been your greatest challenge?
My greatest challenge. My greatest challenge. Shoot, great. Just keep going. The thing is, waking up and still doing.
Mm,
Because although I'm doing this, life's still going. Like I still have, I like this. Really, this is a medicine for me.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause if I don't do this, put my energy into this business, I really would have to deal with coping with life. And I don't know how good that sounds, but I'd rather do this than have to sit and just think about life. The fact that we all got to go sometime. You feel me? You never know what's gonna happen that day when you wake up to the end of it. That's the greatest challenge, like dealing with that. Like that's why what I've learned in the season that I've just passed is you gotta really show your people that you love them
mm-hmm.
while they here at that moment, you know what I'm saying, and that you care for them and that it was sincere. So and to get over them little bitty minute things that we clash about when it's only ego or pride that's stopping us. You hear me? When we ain't cut, blooded up or none of that, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't give a fuck about those little bitty things. So when we get over them little things, those are the greatest challenges, beating them. Because when you can get through something with your neighbor, with your brother, your sister, you hear me? Your mom, your dad, your uncle, auntie, grandma, all them. When you can get through them things, then
Right,
God will bless you and we can level up and deal with these strangers that don't give a fuck about you. You hear
right.
me? So I gotta tell my brothers, man, I love all my brothers. I apologize if I did anything wrong to you, hurt any feelings, and my sisters as well. And I accept your apology as well. You hear me? We gotta love each other, cause those are the greatest challenges. That's it.
And your people said, I'm excited for my people, man. It's up. Up in this.
Yeah, you a big part of this, bro. You already know. You being right there in these comments, like he been since the jump. This what matters right here. You hear me? Tim, Keela, Brandon, Sherrod. Yeah, this what matters, cuz.
Correct. So let me ask you this. So what has been your greatest accomplishment on the journey?
My greatest account. Every time I make a song that I love,
Mm, I like
every time I get out the studio and make a song that I'm happy with, like, wow, I did this. You hear me? Those are my greatest. You hear me? The album, of course. The thing is, I got other I got more music, more albums took up, you heard me?
that.
More mixtapes. So the album, of course, but every time I create a song, I was presented with the challenge with the beat and I'm able to express myself and really be happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's I love that. I love that. Like when I get there and I did my thing
Mm-hmm.
different, I love that. Like that's like I'm married to this. I'm literally married to this. I've given up my relationships for this. I done lost the love of my life. Didn't know how to treat her right. I've been coping with some drinking, getting high as a kite. You hear me? I'm married to this. You hear me? Blake Lee. This is what matters. People like
Blake
that.
Lee, she giving
You
you
hear
some
me?
little Blake
Get
Lee.
over them little bitty, itty bitty woo woos. You hear me? Swallow yourself. We gotta swallow ourselves and get over that shit and leave it there. Motherfuckers we done seen motherfuckers dead before. We done seen motherfuckers hurt before. Life been changed in significant ways, and we can't deal with this shit that's in the air, some bullshit. That's little. We have to get bigger than that. You hear me?
Facts.
We gotta
Real
be
talk.
soldiers out here. You hear me?
Real talk. Hey, real talk, brother.
In the midst of in the fight, you gonna lose some folk. You gotta be strong enough to keep going, even seeing them and you hurting. You still gotta keep going. Imagine that in your head. You just lost your brother up in there, and you still gotta keep going and fight, man.
Facts.
You liable to snap at any moment. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Get
So
over that little shit. We have to.
real talk. What Blexley said, he had a bro, I had a bro.
We was Jodeci.
So look, let me ask you this, 25 to life. So you've been, like you said, you've been through it and doing your thing. What advice would you give to a young person, female, man, coming up trying to do this music? So a lot of people telling them stop wasting their time. You need to get a 9 to 5, this type of stuff. What advice would you give to that young kid coming up who wants to do music?
It's this thing I like to really say about advice. I don't take nobody advice. I believe in myself, and I be real. I be real. Be real with yourself. I'm real with myself, and when you can't be real with nobody else, if you're not real with yourself. Once when I was younger, trying to be other stuff, I couldn't. When I was a kid, and I was trying to be, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror because I knew that wasn't me. I love looking at myself in the mirror now. You hear me? Because that's me. You hear me? So I stop trying to be and just be you. You hear me? It gets uncomfortable sometimes, but be you.
Real advice.
Really?
Look, he gave advice, even though don't take the advice. When he gave the advice,
crazy, like, I don't really know.
I love it though. Hey, that's real. Hey, that's one of the. Hey, I try to preach that to a lot of artists. I like be yourself in your music because we got a lot of the same type of music. Period.
Also,
people mimicking each other.
Right. That's true. Also, it's not advice. The thing is, everybody don't need to be doing music.
That is another fact.
Like everybody don't need to be doing this. Like this, man. Listen, if you can drive down every street in St. Louis and I bet if you knock on all the doors, you get more rappers than you get doctors, firemen, business owners. And nowadays, you can create so many businesses. I bet you get more rappers than any other business. People that work at McDonald's, Burger King, airport, hospital, you go get more rappers. And guess what? That's the easiest profession to qualify for because all you got to do is say you rap. You can be acting like you got a motherfucking mixtape coming for 12 years. You know what I'm saying? You can stop for 3, start back, and people just take that shit. Go perform, and you can be performing. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta separate yourself because everybody do this. You hear me? So if you are what you eat, you are what you associate with. So if I get on the track with you, if I'm performing in the same building, on the same card, on the same stage, time slots, I'm basically like you. So if a stranger come in this motherfucker and judge this room as a whole, I'm saturated with your shit. You hear me? So separation is the fucking thing. I have to separate. It's go get uncomfortable in this motherfucker. You hear me? It's go get uncomfortable in this bitch. The real go recognize though, because every man can't stand in the room. Only men can be in the room with other men. Little boys go flee. You hear me? The devil can't look the sun in the eyes. So when you bring out the real, those people that's lying to themselves and faking, because people good at faking. You hear me? People good at that. When the real get in the room, they go flee. Or they go submit in them ways. But some people so far gone, it's like they getting too damn. You only got so much time. You hear me? Some people 40 and still faking, so they might think I can't stop faking now because then I'm gonna have to go back all the way since I was 19. Now I'm 19 again. You hear me? And trying to learn from this person. So a lot of people need to stop now so they can swallow this pill because it's gonna get bigger than your head and you ain't gonna be able to. You know what I mean? So September 30th on the Saturday, 7 to 11.
Hey, Shaughnessy says, great answer. Can't wait to hear your work. Shaughnessy, for that I don't know, Shaughnessy, she went on world tours with Nelly. She was in a tail feather video. She taught Diddy how to do the mono and all that. Hey, she one of the dopest artists out here
Man,
also.
hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Can't wait till you here. Come experience it. September 30th on the Saturday, 7 to 11 p.m. It's all the way up there. You hear me?
All the way up. Now look, man, tell the people also, look, man, you just ain't doing music, man. You doing walkway, commercial
Yes.
models,
Shout out to
acting.
my modeling coach, Tawny, Taylor Shay's talent. You hear me? I hope she in the thing. You hear me? She got me walking. Shout out to Book by Cupcake, cause she the one who discovered me in the modeling. You know what I mean? And led me to this water, which was Tawny. You hear me? Also, shout out to Cupcake. I think it's book is Jada. See, my girl, I tag you with me. She 25 if
I know
the
what
name wrong.
she
But shout out to her because she also got me the leading role in Hidden Licks. Tony
did.
Carlock, you know what I'm saying? That's the director of Hidden Licks coming January 2024. It's all the way up. Man, listen, man. It's up time. It's up. You hear me?
Shaughnessy
Shout out
said,
to Shout out to Lacey. Is it G Soldier?
G
Soldier?
Soldier, G Soldier.
Lacey G Soldier right next amazing article, so amazing. That was one of them things like when I related to God forbid if someone passed in your life and you don't, it might be 3 months, 4, 5 months to where you can't even embrace it and it just hits you, and then that article is that like that. I still haven't read that whole thing, bro. I can't right now. I'm too busy. It's like getting in a relationship is gonna slow you down. You know what I'm saying? You got your feelings involved. But Keela Soul, she read it to me and it's amazing. And I was able to embrace it and get my tears out and all that. But if I read it, bro, I might be in the bed for a week, man. Like a breakup. You hear me? Cause that feels so good. It's like you knew me, bro. Like it's like you've been there with me.
Hey man, I try to give back to my community, man. Like
Right.
especially the dope ones, you know. Uh,
Man, that was a bucket list. I put that on like check. I created that and put like that right there. What you did, man. Come on, you said it, bro. You said it, bro. You said it, bro. You said it, bro. And you didn't lie. You did not lie. You ain't lying.
bars up in this piece.
You ain't lying.
Shaughnessy said, "Thank you for the introduction." Blake Lee presents says, "Put that ish on." Put that
Yeah.
ish on.
Brand ambassadors, come holler. We looking for vendors. I got 5 vendor slots, maybe less than that. $60. We no cannabis, no weed, no food, no alcohol. We got that covered. So if you got something that you may want to present to these folks for us and have a good heart and to surf while you in there, man, want to build $60. Come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Come holler at me.
Shaughnessy said, "Congratulations to you and all of your endeavors."
Thank you. I appreciate that. I
Hey
really
man,
do.
so let the people know again about the party, the album release party. Where is it going down, and how can they get tickets one more time?
25ToLife, come spend some time with me, Troy Ed. 25ToLife, whatever you want to call me. But in this season, it's all about Troy. TROY. 25 rolling over you niggas. Album release party Saturday, September 30th, 7 to 11 p.m. Hosted by Kiwi Soul, DJ Big Boy, Kelvin behind the camera, shooting it all, DP the musician, live performances of the mixtape, and more. Please check our social media platforms. You will see more information. Also, Hidden Licks the movie coming out January 2024. Catch me on maybe the runway near you. We'll see. Also, shout out to my brand ambassador, Los. What is it?
Loso well.
Loso Way. You hear me with premium quality cannabis. Also, am I missing anything? Shout out to Lacey G Soldier. Man, it was so great meeting you. This is a power. We like the Power Rangers, bro.
Facts,
You hear me? So I just got another limb on me, bro. We
facts,
finna
real
be
talk.
stomping. You hear me? It's
Ultron
time
up
for
in
the
this.
good folks to win, right?
Facts, real talk.
All right, Troy. Yeah.
Shaughnessy
Come
said
check me out.
inbox. Shaughnessy said inbox her for info for vendors.
Yep, you are. All right, I got you. Kiwi Soul. We got it. We got you. On me, I got you.
Yeah.
I will do that.
All right. Let them know
Yeah.
where they can find you at too. Period.
You can find me See, I'm told you I'm black, ugly, and slow a little bit. So it's my number is be different. You can find me on all streaming platforms at 25 to life. It's 25 ToLife 25 to life. That's where you can find me on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Also, you can find some of my videos. It may be a little difficult to find me, but as people continue to stream my stuff, I rise to the top. Also, you can find me on Instagram at 25 to life fan page. That's easy, y'all. 25 to life fan page. And really, that's all y'all need.
All right, 25 to life. Before we get out of here, I got one question I like to always ask my guests. Up in it. Hold on, we got another comment though. Oh yeah, where we at? Oh yeah. Okay, she said, "Finna check. Great interview. Salute, Shaughnessy. I appreciate your support always." So, my one question that I like to always ask my guests: when it is all said and done, and you are long gone from this earth, what is it that you want the people to know about 25 to life?
See, that's a see, and we wrapping it up, and you trying to ask me something like that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't cool. You hear me? This is what I want them to do. I want them to come check me out Saturday, September 30th,
There you go.
on at 7 to 11 p.m. And they'll be able to get inspired by the vibe that come out of me, and then they'll be able to say it for themselves. So, inspiration is
Mm,
one thing.
mm.
It's one thing. Self inspiration. You hear me? It's one thing. So, yeah, that's where we go lead that at.
All right. Well, salute to you, 25 to life, September 30th. Make sure y'all get your tickets. Hey man, this is one of the dopest artists, man. We
Yeah.
got to support our people, support our real, and we support the bull crap music out there. We can support the real ones up there. So I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you. Lacey said, well, G Soldier. I love you, brother. And it's
Love
a
you too,
pleasure.
bro.
I'll see you in a minute, bro.
All right, peace out, y'all.